earlier, we watched the Ubisoft press conference stream live right here at YouTube Live at E3 and chatted with YouTube creators about it. Now it is time to go right to the source and welcome the co-founder and CEO of Ubisoft, Yves Guillemot. Yves, it is always great, this yearly tradition, to catch up with you after the press conference. And I was saying to you when you came in that I think this is the first year I remember where Ubisoft, almost everything you showed, it feels like it's going to be playable. You always usually have one thing, you're like, oh, you can't play it till next year. But this year, I feel like you have more games playable than ever before. Am I right?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
You know, all the games now have to be playable.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's amazing to see what you guys are doing across the board. So I don't know where you want to start, but I mean, is there one title that to you feel like really stood out today?
No,
I know it's like picking your children.
It's difficult, it's difficult. No, what we can say is the new IP we are introducing, Steep, I think is a new way to experience sport.
Yes.
And extreme sport in an open world, and there will be so many possibilities there that I'm sure everybody will like that.
Yeah, that's action sports is one of those things that people, it's a genre that years ago people looked at, SSX, things like that, but it seems like there's sort of white space there, so to speak, that people haven't gone there. So I'll be curious to play that, and the team in Montpellier is fantastic. I wanted to ask you about some of the other things that are happening with Ubisoft. Lots of talk about, the company, what's happening. We know, in Canada there was things there, things going on with Vivendi. From the perspective of gamers, what do you have to say to gamers about sort of Ubisoft? And it's very important for you that you guys remain independent, right?
Yeah, I think it's extremely important for everyone, actually, just because, as we all know, this market is a difficult market where you have to perform all the time, and I compare it to the Olympic Games.
Yes.
Each time you launch a game, you have to fight against all nations, and you have to do the best to make sure you succeed. And to do that, you have to feel that you can take risk, that you can fail, because all this will give you a chance to do better the following time. And when you are part of a big group, it's not as easy to do, because when you fail, sometimes they say go out.
It's over.
It's over, and it's actually the second time that you are the best.
That's true. No, you have to learn from your mistakes. I wanted to ask you a little bit about the new consoles. We heard news last week from Andy House that there'll be a high-end PlayStation 4 they're working on. We heard the news this morning from Phil Spencer about Project Scorpio. It seems like both PlayStation and Xbox are moving to what could be sort of almost a yearly kind of update to these consoles, or every couple of years. What's your take on that? Do you think is it good for the industry?
I think it's fantastic for the industry that we can have new consoles because we need more power.
Yeah.
We all know that to simulate life, which is our job. We have to simulate the way we interact with lots of systems, and the more power we have, the better we are.
Yes.
So it's really cool when they come with new consoles. You remember they took 9 years for the previous generation.
And you were waiting. You're like, it's taking too long.
We were a bit worried. Yeah. Now it's coming along well, and I think it will help the industry tremendously.
But it does feel like more frequently. You heard a little bit about what they're doing with Scorpio. There's this high-end PlayStation 4. Do you have any sense of how big the leap is going to be with these consoles?
It's difficult to say right now, but what I see is that we will have plenty of possibilities to express ourselves and do better games in which we will be able to immerse players, and they will really feel it's real.
All right. One last question for you, because everyone's asking me on Twitter. The next Beyond Good and Evil, is that something that is still going to be in development? Are you going to do it?
It's still on the way.
Okay.
So it's something at one point you will see, yes.
Do you think it's like, is it actively being worked on, or it's sort of like it's further out?
It's difficult to say, actually.
Yeah.
Michel is working on it,
Yeah.
But he's doing two games at the
Wild,
same
I think,
time.
as well,
He's doing
yeah.
the Wild at the same time. So it's coming along, but he has to spend more time on it so we can see it faster.
I know. You'd like to see it faster, right?
I would love to.
Yes. All right. Well, we'll convince her of that. Tell them the fans are asking. All right. Well, Yves, it's always great to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Thank you very much
coming
for
and
having
supporting YouTube, and we'll see you over at E3 again soon.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye
Well, this